Natural is the key word here. It's just something, you're born with it, it's in your nature, and it's like when you get up on the stage and, every time I perform in front of all you wonderful people, it's like, it's like being at home, and it feels good, so just keep doing it.
I think it's pretty much the same in my case. My mom sang, my grandmommy sang, and pretty much they just instilled that in me, and I did pageants like my whole life, so that was really, what brought me around to singing and starting competitions that way, and in entertainment groups and things like that. So I've just been singing my whole life, and that's how you you get into it and you push all nerves aside.
Thank you. I got a question for Justin now. What's your next movie coming out?
When's my next CD coming out? That's could probably be early next year.
Actually, movie.
Oh, movie. Oh, the next movie, it's called Fast Girl, which is not about promiscuous women, like the title would suggest. All the adults get that. No, it's actually about race car driving. Y'all know Danica Patrick, right? The female race car driver? Yeah, well, it's kind of like that. There's a girl who wants to... Sorry? Oh, somebody else trying to talk to me. Yeah, it's going to be really fun, and so it should be out later on this summer, probably by the end of the summer, hopefully.
Thank you. Now I've got April here. Just want you to wave, Justin.
What's happening, April? Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, here's another question for all of you.
What was it like facing Simon?
What was it like facing Simon? Well, yeah, you haven't been asked that before? Anthony says he hasn't been asked that before. That's probably the number one question that I get, only in a different format. People usually ask me, is Simon really that mean? And the question is, yes and no. Simon is what we call an A&R, in the record business, an A&R. It's artist and repertoire. So when he works for a record label, and when someone says, I got this great act, you got to see it, they sing, they're amazing, great music, he's the one who says, yes, that's good, or no, that's not. Because he's looking out for the money, the bottom line for the record label. And so, it's his job to be very frank and blunt. But what was it like for me facing Simon? It was pretty good, because, he was pretty nice to me.
Well, Simon and I had we had a very, very unique relationship when I was on the show. And, he always managed to tell me the most ridiculous things that made completely no sense to me whatsoever, but I did know what...
My biggest influence, probably two people would be my grandmother and my mom. Like I said, they both sang my whole life, and my grandmommy, or my granny, my grandmommy and everybody are from all up in Hazard, Kentucky, so I grew up to listen to Patsy Cline and all the great... That was my first concert, so I loved her. And just growing up with all the country music groups and things like that really kind of influenced me to do what I love to do. So Mom and them helped me with all of that.
My biggest inspiration and my biggest motivation, I think I've said that a couple of times before, is definitely Mark Anthony. When I came to some people know it. When I came to the U.S., I started listening to his music, and I just became inspired. His voice and his lyrics, everything just really hit me, and I developed a deep love for Latin music, and from there I branched off into American music. So actually I fell in love with Latin music, and I sang in Spanish before I sang in English first. So it all started with Mr. Mark Anthony. So Mr. Guarini.
All right. Anybody who can get J-Lo to fall in love with her is a friend of mine. Right? I'd say two of my biggest influences, really, and let me explain after I tell you. First of all, women. And I mean, that's what I said, let me explain. When I was young, I always had very strong women around me, and I learned how to, they taught me a lot about, because, come on, guys, when it comes to, especially young men, more mature men, especially if you've been married for a while, this doesn't apply to you, but for most young men, when it comes to women, We're stupid. We're just stupid. You know? Hey, y'all know, I mean, come on. But I was very fortunate to have very strong female role models as well as male role models around me, so that's kind of the reason why I like to sing love songs and stuff. But my other influence really is a lot of the soul singers. I know it's more than one, but Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway, George Benson. Yeah, I absolutely love soul and funk music, and I wouldn't be who I am today without them.
Thank you. We also have one more question for all of you. Since you've been with the Idols, what's your best and favorite, plus your least experience that you've enjoyed?
Our
Best and worst.
Our best and our worst experience on tour. I think my best experience on tour was, I'm definitely sure, but it was that first performance. That's my best memory. I'll admit this. I'm man enough. I can say this. After my first show, when we did a show in Florida, actually, I got off stage and I started crying like a little kid because I kind of thought to myself, you know what? If nothing else in my life will ever happen, if this is the end, that's it. I can die a happy man because I got up in front of 20,000 people and I sang my heart out. So that was my favorite moment of the whole tour. Thank you. was the first show, and my worst experience of the show, I think, was the last one, because as we were doing our group number, we kind of all the guys, we were looking around each other, and we knew that we're never going to be on the same stage again, in the same atmosphere. And part of the thing that makes this show and this whole experience unique and special for all of us is that we are brought together by such an amazing experience. And I mean, we're from all over the country, and at the end of the day, when the show is over, we go our separate ways, but no matter what happens, we're always connected by that one unique experience, and nobody will ever take that away from us. So I was really, really sad when we all parted ways on our last show, so that was my worst experience of it.
Thanks, sir. I would probably say my best experience is actually sitting backstage right before you're about to go out, and you see the fog and all the lights, and you hear all of the intro music, and it gives you such a rush